Excuse me. Sir, again, 1 minute. Okay. So you okay? Sir. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. To inaugurate the technology solution which will ease the filing of tax returns. I am someone who certainly finds it hard to understand filing of tax returns. I certainly depend on my accountant to do that. But at the same time, with all these e-governance initiatives and participants and people like Taxsmile and eMudra, who are the enablers, it's only got simpler. So it's very easy for me to understand how I could file my tax. And since it is mandatory now by the Income Tax Department, it will only help people with these kind of kiosks across the country to go out there, reach out and file their returns. Just to share my own experience with e-governance. The one possible major, since the numbers are huge in India, it's not easy to collate that kind of data and put it on a system where retrieval is user-friendly. It's not easy. The challenges are huge and they are multiple as well. So my own experience with e-governance has been really brilliant. I mean, when it comes to, say, Bhumi, which is the land records initiative by the government. Of course, there are enablers who have made it easier. And that's something which has changed the way land records are looked at in the e-governance. And similarly with the income tax. This is something, the digital signature and also Taxsmile is something which will certainly enable and help a lot of citizens of India to go out there, reach out and file their returns at their own convenience. The other big issue, of course, which is certainly close to my heart, is the amount of paper that we print whenever we file our returns, or for that matter any discussion or anything that we do. The amount of this certainly will enable for us to reduce the carbon footprint. And this is something which we have also adopted in the cricketing administration to reduce the carbon footprint. And like in cricket, a bowler cannot just do his job without a partner, without the fielder taking a catch. The bowler he's only an enabler. He's only trying to get a batsman out. And if at the end of the day, if you need a good result, you need the participation of the entire team. And I'm really glad that Taxsmile has joined hands to make things simpler and create these kiosks. Like how ATMs are popular, I'm sure the ATFs will also be equally popular, and taxation and filing of returns, that will be that much more easier. Technology is only an enabler. Even in cricket, technology has come in, say, in the last 10 years, it's only going to, the role of technology in cricket itself is only going to increase. And for that, the challenges are huge when it comes to sport. Using technology in sport, the challenges are huge. But at the same time, the benefit to the sport itself has, I've certainly benefited in say, the speed gun, the radar, which shows the speed of the ball at which the bowler is bowling. That certainly helped me during my playing days. So that was something which was an enabler for me. So I'm really glad to be here this afternoon amongst all of you to share something which will only enable and make tax filing simpler to all the citizens. Like Vishal was mentioning, that people, not all have access to internet, or even if they have access, they are not permitted to use that during their office time. So this will only help all such individuals and make things easier. So thank you so much for having invited me to be present here this afternoon amongst all of you. And congratulations to eMudra and Taxsmile for this initiative, and I wish them all the very best. Thank you.
Now I'd like to open the floor for questions. Any questions from the press?
Bangalore alone, how many ATFs?
Please, sir.
Please.
50 rupees per e-filing, and it is online enabled, so the customer can pay through the screen.
Madam, excuse me. Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming. Please do join us.
Put up kiosks which will enable citizens of India to pay tax. It's much easier and it's user friendly, so I'm sure it will make a lot of taxpayers filing their own returns themselves.
Yeah, ma'am, tell me its process. See, we would want to bring e-filing a lot more easier for the segment which is not accessible for many. So the process here is very, very simple, as simple as any ATM operations. Today, even the rural community finds very easy to operate an ATM. So here we just have a machine which can scan your documents. All you need is, it's not your Form 16 or any other document. Just scan it, and the machine will fill out the document, fill up the return. You get the cash, you get the email, or you can come back here and access your records. Once you feel comfortable with what is being there, access and go ahead with e-filing. So that's the process over here. Absolutely, that's the very purpose of bringing this machine here. How many machines are in pilot or whole India? See, as a pilot, we want to run about 50 machines across 10 cities.